that want to fight vampires, but hey, they can't actually fight, so let's hire this famous person to do it. Yeah. This game.
Our goal is to root out the vampires that live in our fair city. So far, we've been unsuccessful finding one. Until now.
Idiots.
It's come to the Order's attention that Temple District resident Roland Vampyrrhic is a vampire, and has already claimed one victim. That's where you come in. We want you to slay this vampire, and cleanse the city of his filth before he can feed or kill again.
Okay, where is this person?
A few nights ago, I was roaming the city as I often do, looking for any signs of a vampire. As I headed past Roland's house, I heard a cry. I rushed into the back garden to find Roland struggling with a woman he'd been courting. I tried to intervene, but he was too strong. He threw his lover to the ground and turned his attention on me. Luckily, I managed to run back into the street and escape his grasp. I hid for a while and then returned to the garden. Roland was gone, and the woman was dead. She had 2 puncture marks on the nape of her neck. That's when I realized he was a vampire. The Order needs you to track him and destroy him.
How?
I would start by searching his home. He hasn't been there for days, so it should be safe. Return to us here if you have questions. We meet at night.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Who knows when Roland may strike again? You must hurry.
Again, we'll talk to those guys later.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
And I don't want to talk to you yet. But yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention is his comment about it being so evil that vampires feed on the innocent like so many cattle. Apparently, it's entirely fine for people to feed on actual cattle. But a vampire feeding on people? Nah, that's evil. I mean, I get the idea behind it, but still. Gee, I wonder what this convenient note has. I wonder what the note has that I actually... Apparently the secret to finding him is apples, onions, lard, cheese, and milk. I'm a fucking buffoon. Swear to God, there is a note here somewhere. Probably in his bedroom. Also, I wasn't aware if a guy has a garden. Shit, this guy's wealthy. Ah, there it is. Really? Really, game? Okay, just a question. Why does the guy have a skull? The guy actually has a skull. Well, lovely. The jewelry box needs a key. Drawers? Nope. Aha. Oh, for how many more useless notes am I going to find until I find the right one? Why the fuck does this guy have a bar in his basement? Apparently it's for advertising purposes, and this guy has skooma. Now I'm really confused. This guy has some top grade wine and skooma at his bar in his basement. Oh, there's what I'm looking for. You want to read that? There's a little thing called UESP that you can just, you know, read it. Or you can just read it. Point is, shit happened, and he is now there. So we're going there. You think, oh well, you're just gonna kill him and that's it, huh? Be amazed and be surprised if that is not the correct solution to this quest. Depending on your opinion. Yes, really. For once, I'm not going to just horrifically butcher a person. Yet. There will be horrific butchering, honest. Hello. Laying it on a little thick there, game. Besides, who doesn't know that vampires are, get this, dangerous?
Go away. I know what you're here for. Just leave me alone.
Vampire?
Vampires? Why would you ask me about those filthy creatures?
Now, I've seen quite a few vampires in my day. This guy, not a vampire.
That bastard! Seridor dares accuse me of being a vampire? Me? Ha! He's the one who is the vampire.
I also looked at him, and no, he is not in fact a vampire. What the hell?
I can't believe him. I knew he would try and pin this on me. If only I could get my hands on him.
Explain, please.
I'm sorry. I've been hiding up here in this cabin and I forgot my manners. Try and understand. I loved her. I'd never harm her. Ralphina was the love of my life. For the first time I had a positive outlook. Then I saw Seridor looking at her with those coveting eyes. When she started taking walks in the garden at night, I became suspicious. I didn't want to lose her. I should have trusted her. Oh, Ralphina.
Yeah, what happened?
Yes, I must let someone else know. That night, I decided to follow Ralphina. I wanted to see where she went on her walks. When she stopped in the garden and Seridor stepped out of the shadows, my heart sank. Then suddenly he was upon her. She seemed entranced as he wrapped his arms around her and sank his teeth into her neck. I burst from my hiding place and attacked Seridor. He became startled for a moment and tossed Ralphina aside. She fell to the ground, and I heard a sickening crack as her head struck a stone. I was no equal to Seridor. He knocked me down in one quick movement. As I lost consciousness, I saw him laugh and then run away. Now I know why he didn't finish me that night. He wanted to cast suspicions on me instead.
Yeah.
I panicked. By the time I awoke, her body was gone. I knew Seridor was a respected member of the community. They'd never believe he was a vampire. I retreated here to the cabin to collect my thoughts.
Ugh.
I appreciate your forbearance.
Great. I think I have to talk to him again.
Your trust is appreciated. I suppose you must decide what to do. Are you going to kill me?
The guy is not a vampire, so no.
Thank you. I'm happy you gave me a chance to explain.
So, where's Seridor? He has a few things to explain.
I know about Seridor and his secret order. What better way for a vampire to hide than to pretend he hunts them? You may want to speak to Phintius at the first edition bookshop in the market district of the city. I know he goes there occasionally. I doubt that he's told Gillen and Greythroat anything, but you could always try.
Yeah.
Remain leery of Seridor. He's much more cunning than you may suspect.
It's a very nice theory and all, but problem here is that the guy is not a vampire. He does not have the looks of a vampire. Pretty sure the shop's already closed. Crap in a monkey hat. Well, who's up for waiting 20 hours? Actually, I don't have to wait that long. I think 16 will do. That's enough. 10 AM, the guy should be open. Tons of people, I don't want. You!
What can I do for you?
Serador.
I'm not really at liberty. Yes?
Have this gold!
Thank you, how kind. Serador? He comes in from time to time. Usually it's when he's out shopping. He always comes in with a large amount of travel food in his bag. Then sometimes he buys a few books. I asked him once about it, and he said that he goes out of the city on business trips. I think I overheard him once mention Memorial Cave to another patron of mine, but he never talked to me about it directly.
Yeah.
Yes. It's outside of the Imperial City. I heard it's a place where many of the heroes from past wars are buried. Sort of a subterranean graveyard. I just assumed Serador had a relative that died and is buried there. Not many people go out there anymore, as the route is dangerous. But Serador's a stubborn one. He takes integrity for a man to risk his own life to honor the fallen. I admire him for that. I looked it up once in an old atlas I had in stock. Here, let me mark it on your map.
I didn't have it already?
Good day.
I never found already. That's fine, though I know where it is. I generally know where it is. And now I know exactly where it is, so that is very handy. I also now know that there is a freaking Oblivion gate right next to it. This is why I generally don't actually go into the main quest at all, because running into Oblivion gates every time you trip over a stone is a little annoying. Which reminds me, I still have to do that thing with the evil stone of evil McEvils. But damn it if I can't remember or find the recipe I'm supposed to use it with. Sad. So here you go, Memorial Cave. I'm surprised this cave actually has a history as opposed to most. Of course, the genius is that it's a vampire den. And as I'm pretty sure everyone with a brain has already figured out, yes, Serador is right at the end of this here cave. I don't think I'm attacking anything, game. So there you have it. You may be wondering, why, if the guy is a vampire, does he not look like a vampire when you first talk to him? The reason for that, as per usual, if I could ever hit these guys because their hit detection is such shit, is wizardry. There is quite literally, or rather, quite obviously, no explanation whatsoever as to why this one vampire does not look like a vampire until the plot calls for it. But verily, he does not.
Do your worst.
I don't think I...
You'll never take me down.
Did I just aggro a human there?
This is the part
Shit.
where you fall down and bleed.
Gloomwraiths have the lovely habit of silencing you, then pelting you with spells. I'm a really cheap bastard, so I don't want to actually... Fuck. Okay, buddy, you want a piece of me? Well, you're gonna get it anyway. I mean, you're not gonna get it. Well, I nearly made a fool of myself there. I want that vampire dust. Primarily just to show something off, and I still have to find Sanguine Shrine. And any others that I have missed. I really don't know of any shrines I've missed, though. I know I haven't done Hermaeus Mora yet, but that's because I flat out can't. Need to do the other quests before I can do Hermaeus Mora. Yeah, I really just don't know. Well, guess who is not afraid of that damn zombie? Which means, guess who just got one-shotted? Because your little zombie there is dead meat.
It's gone now.
You, sir, have comedian equipment and I desire. You're also good. Not good enough, though. It's the melding... Pretty good set of equipment you have there, buddy. Where's another one I murdered? Obsidian shield. I don't recall obsidian looking like that, but hey. It's an obsidian shield. A black robe might be useful if I ever get back to my plan of enchanting my own crap. Don't count on it. Like so many other things I've completely forgotten. Does that key open that thing? Well, that was a pretty useless lock there. Why is it even locked? I mean, who else comes here to try and feed or something? I don't want any of that. So yeah, that's him. You can, of course, just shoot him from a distance and be done with it. But he has shit to say, so if only for now I want to talk to him instead.
You fool!
Still doesn't look like a vampire. So what are you doing in a vampire cave?
Did you really think that I'm surprised to see you here? I let you find me. What better place to get rid of you than all the way out here? No messy bodies left behind. No evidence. I was sloppy last time with Roland's lover, and I won't make the same mistake twice. After I'm through with you, I'll find Roland and finish what I started. I knew hiring you was a mistake, but I had to keep up appearances. The damned Order insisted we get you into the picture. I think after I'm done with Roland, Gillen and Greythroat will have to be dealt with. Quite a list of things to do, wouldn't you say? Well, enough of my monologue. Time to feed.
Man Marco?
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Take notes from that guy. Oh yeah, baby. Daedric freaking short sword. This thing is awesome. Also the enchanted blade of woe. Damage willpower 35 on strike. Damn. That's... wow. That hurts quite a bit. Here, a good few pieces of a freaking glass set of armor. Not that I, you know, need it with my access to amber armor, but still, nice find. In the original, it gets pretty funny because when you're high enough level, absolutely everyone will be wearing a near full set of glass or Daedric armor with complementary Daedric weapons. They're heavy as shit, but also valuable as shit. And that leads to funny situations when a highwayman wearing 30k gold worth of equipment demands 100 gold or your life. Also notice that okay, am I going nuts here? Did I need to check that. Did Syrian forgot his name already? I am so clever. Holy shit, this thing is better.